Hi, Troy. Welcome to our second training session talking about administering medication and medication forms. So last week we talked about policies. Any questions?
No, not at this stage, mate.
Perfect. We'll jump right in. So today we're going to look at a medication form.
Okay.
These forms are used to document the administration of medication. So before administering any medication, you must fill out this form.
Okay.
So I've got a copy of one here for you to have a little look at while I talk through it. Okay. So there are 3 sections to a medication form. Section 1, which is child information. Section 2, which is the medication information. And section 3, which is just signatures and validation part of the document. Okay.
All right.
Have you got any questions about the layout of the document?
No, seems fairly simple, thanks.
Okay, perfect. So I just want to clarify that this document comes from your workplace, the Children's Garden.
That's right.
So each daycare has a slightly different document, but all daycares do carry a form of this document. It's really important that it is fully completed before anyone signs it.
Okay.
Perfect. Now, usually a parent will arrive holding the medication and hand it to a member of staff. It is really important that a discussion opens up about filling out this form at that point. Okay. So before they leave, you must make sure that they have read the document and then validate it by signing it.
All right.
Okay. Perfect. So any questions about that?
No.
Okay.
No,
I'll just give you a little experience of mine. I often have parents come in, hand me the medication, and they're in such a rush to get to work that they just want to sign it and leave. It's really important that I get them to read the information and clarify it. So I'll often say something like, look, I cannot legally administer the medication to your child until you have read and signed the document. It will only take a few minutes.
Fair enough.
That's what I usually say to them.
I'll take that on board.
So you say something like that, but you need to emphasize the importance. Okay.
Cool.
So let's look at the document. So obviously we said there was 3 sections. So let's look at section 1, child information. Okay. So this part has the child's full name and age. You can get that information from another document called the child profile sheet. Now this document has been provided to me from your workplace, and this is given to your work provided on the child's enrolment. So this information will always be available to you, and I've been informed by your workplace this is found in the filing cabinet in the office.
Cool.
Okay, perfect. Now you gather the information from this document, so it's got the child's full name and the date of birth. Now it doesn't have the age.
No.
So you need to take a minute to calculate the date of birth and turn it into the age for the purpose of the medication form.
Okay, no worries.
Perfect. Any questions?
No, that's okay.
We'll move on. The second section is the medication information section, okay? Now this has the medication name, expiry date, dosage, directions, time to be given, and valid from, valid to. So the valid from and valid to, I just clarify because I get a lot of questions about that. That is not the expiry date of the medication, but is the length that the child is taking the medication.
I see.
So that may be 1 week, 2 weeks, 2 days. That all of that information about the medication, including dosage, etc., is found on the container that the medication comes in. So essentially for the part 1 and part 2 of the document, you'll be using the child profile sheet and the medication container. Okay, so that's very important. And now the third part of the document is the signatures. So basically your name and signature, the parent's or guardian's name and signature, and a supervisor's name and signature. So the first signature you'll gather is the parent. Then you will sign the document, and then the document will be reviewed and signed by the supervisor finally. And that is why it sits in that order. Now, have you got any questions?
I just have one question. So what if some of the info is not on the bottle?
Like
in terms of directions, that sort of thing.
So sometimes all the information is not on the bottle. You need to try your best to fill out as much information as possible.
Okay.
Now, where there are gaps, you may be able to consult with the parent and guardian about any missing information.
Yep.
But other than that, the medication cannot be administered without all of the information.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So if any information is missing, please consult with your supervisor about the next point of action.
Yep.
But if there is not a complete plethora of information, it cannot be administered.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
Any more questions about that?
No,
Okay.
that seems...
Yeah, so it's very important to get
Yeah.
all information. All right, I think now we'll take some time to fill out a form.
All right, no
So
worries.
I've got a blank one for you here.
Yep.
And now I've got an example child profile sheet. The
Okay.
child's name is Johnny Bad Boy, so just use this.
Okay.
And then I've got a sample medication container.
Okay.
So take all the information and put it onto the document, please.
Okay, no worries. I'll just start with the name. Johnny Bad Boy. Got that. So, from the fact sheet, 28th of the 8th, 2017, his birthday was on last Thursday. So,
Yes.
2017, so he's just turned 2 years old. Okay, so that, do I need to include like days, months, or anything like that? Or it's okay just to write the 2 full years?
Yeah, the age, just the age. You don't
Okay.
need to include months and days. I
Okay.
think that's irrelevant.
Yeah.
They generally want the age there just to clarify the child, to ensure that there isn't maybe two children in the centre with the same name.
Oh, okay.
Just,
All
yeah, so it's
Yeah.
not, it doesn't have to be 100% accurate.
right. Okay, no problems. All right, so medication name.
Mhm.
Amoxicillin. Okay. And do I include the weight and
Yes.
the size of it
Yes,
as well?
yes, that information is
Okay.
important. That is included in the title of the medication.
Yeah.
Just put that in.
All right, cool. Okay, and the expiry date right there. Okay, got that. And the dosage as well. Okay, no problems. Okay. Directions twice daily, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. No worries, twice. Alright. No worries. And times to be given. Okay.
Now it says morning and evening.
Morning and evening.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It won't. Often medications do not specify particular times. Sometimes they do.
Yeah.
So just take the information
Yeah.
from the bottle
Sure.
or the container.
All right. No worries. Valid from, valid to. Okay.
Yes, it says he is taking the medication for 1 week.
1 week. Okay, from
Yeah.
the 20th to the 27th.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yes.
No problems. All right, I've got that there. So that's all filled out. Obviously, the parent isn't here at the moment, so
Yeah, just write a fake signature, an example signature.
Yeah.
There's actually the parent name up here, so you do have that information.
Yeah.
That is
Jane.
on the child profile
Yeah.
sheet.
No worries. Cool. All right, so now just my name, signature. I suppose you can be my
Supervisor.
supervisor for this one.
Okay, I'll just have a little look and compare it. Great work, Troy. It looks like you've filled out all the information accurately.
No worries.
Good job. Okay.
Cool.
Now, obviously, the final section is the signatures. So
Yep.
you will need to verbally talk to the parent, ensure that they've read everything, and then your supervisor. That's really important to get those signatures.
Okay.
Otherwise, the medication will not be administered.
Mhm.
Now, that's really good. Have you got any more questions about these forms?
Not at this stage, no.
Okay, all right. Well, I think I'll just wrap up the session by imploring the importance of the accuracy of the medication details.
Yep.
Just ensure you copy everything word for word and
course.
place it on the document.
Mhm.
Even if you add a little bit of extra information, that's fine.
All right.
More information is better than less information.
Always. Yep.
And I'd also like to implore the importance of signatures again. Very important.
Yeah.
It's to have that conversation with the parent, ensure they understand that you are legally obliged to fill out this form. Otherwise, no medication can be administered.
Okay.
Have you got any more questions?
Look, at this stage, I think it's pretty well straightforward.
Perfect.
Yeah, if I do have any other questions, I'll be sure to ask you. But yeah,
Yeah. Well, I'd like you to continue your the use of medication forms at your workplace when you work next week.
Yep.
I've informed your supervisor Rachel that
Yep.
you've learnt how to complete a medication form up to the Children's Garden standard.
Yep.
So Rachel and you will take some time to fill out a few more forms
Yeah, of
just to
course.
build up your experience. The more
Okay.
you do it, the faster you will get at filling these out,
Yeah.
and the less time you'll take out of the parents' morning, as they're always in such a rush.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, that's it. Thank you so much, Troy.
No worries.
Thanks. Bye.
Have a good day. Catch up.
10 minutes.